Welcome back, everyone. You're watching TGB Open League. I'm Funky AU, and we are here on Sanhok for the first game of the night. Graveyard Grind getting on the board nice and early. 1 kill already, and they've got a knock across the road. So it will be 2 quite soon here. Rapini's gone down for the Bandits. So Bandits losing 2 early. Killjoy gone. Rapini's down. Not sure if they've only come in with 3 here. Daddy-O getting the finish. And both those kills to Bretto there. Good to see a few guys in the chat nice and early. Also saw a little bit of action around Quarry. Which is Steve picking one up here as well. Not sure if that was someone from Bandits as well. So our zone is pretty central here. It's not too bad at all. We've got SS down in Painan. TDQ well down towards the docks. Rusty Trombones around the quarry there. And north of them, the guys we've just been looking at here. Graveyard Grind, full squad, 2 kills already. Hustler still up for the Bandits on his own. Atma is just a little bit off from the rest of the Bandits. We'll flick over towards Paradise. Jerry's gone down for Chowies. They've run into the Stink Rats here. Shadow Knife. Putting down Winnie. So they'll lose Cherry. Shadow Knife just catches sight there. Got some support with him though. Oh, shot from the outside. Pushing, puts them both down. Escapology comes in, gets the flush on the Shadow Knife. Chowie's there as well. Stuck, last one left up here and low on health with no meds. So Chowie's in all sorts of problems here early on in Paradise. 3 gone and Stock is low on health. Would have been a level 2 helmet in there. That could have been handy. Unless that's what he's rocking. We can tell with some of these skins. Orium Cannabis and 7th Heaven getting in a fight somewhere. Equilibrium getting his snipe on. And that is up towards Mongnai there. So 2 teams up there. Jokers are undermanned. Rogue coming around the north side in a boat. Stick with Chowie's meat shields here at the moment. See if Stook can get his way out of Paradise. Sting Rats have lost 2 in this fight here. Pushing has 3 though. SS getting into a fight as well down near Quarry. We can't sit here on Paradise too long. We might roll down. Actually, no, SS. They did pick up 1 there by the looks of it off of Rusty Trombones. Yeah, they've lost Blacksmith's Prime. They could get pinched out here. They've got SS one side. TQ on the other side. 7th Heaven have disappeared. So Orium Cannabis with 4 kills. They've got rid of 7th Heaven early on. A lot of fighting early on here. Good to see Valor on board. I'll have to fix up this volume in a minute because it's blasting my ears apart. Daddy-O goes. At May, up still for Graveyard. I think he's been third-partied there from, maybe from SS. Trying to run away from those grenades. They're just going to be forcing him into the other teams here. Rusty Trombones look like they want to push on a TDQ. Butcher Steve has a good look at Darylini there, but can't get him down. Lord Pack comes around, puts Butch away. He's got support close behind. Cooper Loves Men tries to come around with support, but gets put down and flushed straight away. Darylini gets a flush there. Elusive on the backside. Ooh, Elusive. The Vector goes to work, but Death Badger was there on the outside. Watching from further back, puts Elusive down. That is the end of Rusty Trombones. They go out in 11th place. I'll check that map now. I'll fix that volume up. Yeah, that's a much better. Much better. Get rid of that. Totally forgot about all that. Resume. Right, where were we? That blue zone does start coming in, so we've lost a couple of teams early on here. It's getting very busy around the quarry. That's where a lot of the fighting is. A lot of the fighting was around Paradise as well. We've already seen a team disappear from there. Stink Rats have survived. 4 kills to them, pushing with the 3s, really racking up some kills here. Jump across onto Red Wolf here, because Rogue are wandering in. Red Wolf on his own here. Witch Stock across the road. He's going to have Trex wander in. Here's the second. He puts 2 down for Rogue. Orchrist is up the hill. He goes for the flush immediately. He's going to have to met up here. Orchrist coming down. Rogue just with the 3. Red Wolf picking up 2 there. Nicely done. Orchrist with a nade. Oh, no, it doesn't land it in. Wasn't even cooked anyway, so wasn't going to do a lot. Red Wolf and Witch Stock, just the duo at the moment. Orchrist picks one up. So 1v1 here now. Jokers versus Rogue. We've moved into phase 2. And it goes south there. Still fighting around Quarry. One of these two teams isn't going to get out of here. Rogue or Jokers. Orchrist managed to getting a little bit of loot there off Witch Stock. What's everyone else doing? We've got Vengeance coming in from a Ruins area. Haven't spotted anyone yet, I don't think, on their wander in. RM Cannabis making their way in. They're going to come past Paradise Resort. Stink Rats have wandered in from there already. And SS have wandered up from Pioneer, and they haven't had to go too far. They're going to have a care package drop really close to them. TDQ have already dealt with Rusty Trombones. They're going to rotate around to the south side. Trying to avoid Quarry there. Don't want to get down in there and a bit like fish, shooting fish in a barrel there. Valor, 3 kills for these guys. SS have got a couple. They spot that care package drop right next to the road, right next to a vehicle. And I think, as we see, Vengeance just up the road. They would have seen this come down. It's got the M249. Several teams are looking at this care package here. Valor up the hill. SS not far away at all. They're within 100 meters there. And Vengeance is holding this 3-way here at the moment. We're just under a minute away from phase 3. Orchrist being very wary here, looking for Red Wolf. Not willing to move at all, but Red Wolf has decided to bug out. And he is pushing in, trying to stay in front of this zone. We're ticking down towards half a minute away from phase 3. Red Wolf gets spotted. Pushing with 3. Looking for a 4th here if he can pick up Red Wolf. They can gatekeep him here. We've got to somehow get in past them. Swarms has made it down to the crate. Risky play there. Could be pinned in there. He's got smoke out to cover the backside. Vengeance probably going to be watching this as well. Yeah. Chaos looking that way. Sees Pulse, in fact. Oh no, Chaos looking out towards Pulse there. Not watching the other way. Someone should be watching that other way. Swarms has actually made it back. Pulse come around to open up the angle here. Onto Vengeance. TDQ still moving in there. We're into phase 3, and that's gone south again towards Pioneer. The TDQ further rotating around. Looks like they're going to work that Pioneer Ridge. Vengeance are going to get pushed on here. Vela getting right up in their faces. Will they try and push them out of this compound? Try and get a couple of picks. Gotta be careful, they're not going to be third-partied here from behind. Who have they got coming in behind? Few teams to come in, but they're taking their time. Wingdingling goes down. Jailbait gets him. Swarms pushing up close here. Task. Did not know they were coming at Swarms. He did pick up the M249 out of the crate. Long reload on that thing. But this is where she's used best. Spraying out these buildings. Destry across the road. Chaos and Wingding further along. Gotta be very careful playing out the backside here. As I said, other teams are watching here. There's one of them up the hill here, Darylini. He does have eyes down here. Sees them moving around. Just catches sight of Chaos. Doesn't quite get enough of a look. Just under a minute out from phase 4. Red Wolf still managing to tank some blue and avoid the stink rats. Just following them in here. Maybe he can pick one up. Hustler, last one up for the Bandits. IRM Cannabis have picked up 4 kills already. So a lot of teams getting involved early. Red Wolf does get one. And gets the flush too on Escapology. So it's a 1v1 here for Jokers. Actually, where did... Oh, Orchrist has made it in. Orchrist may have picked up a vehicle. So TDQ starting to put some pressure down. Oh, Stink Rats have been eliminated there. 2 solos have managed to get rid of Stink Rats. Hustler and Red Wolf picking up a kill each there. Sadistic Nick, he picked up first kill of the game. Comes down, he's gonna spot Hustler here. Surely spotted him. Yes. Too easy. See you later. And another one there. 45 seconds before we see a shift. We're into phase 4. And that goes back towards that boot camp hill, which Orchrist is sitting on. Back with Valor. 5 kills. Are they going to hold this fight here with Vengeance? Or are they going to pull back? They can hold here right on the edge of zone if they want. TDQ are going to come around the top onto Pioneer Hill. Chaos back to the Bolty here. Waiting for a peek on the Swarms. One shot will do it here. There he comes out with a grenade, goes well past. Pulse getting third-partied up the hill. TDQ have moved. It is Darylini that gets Chaos. And Pulse from across the road gets Wingding. Adestria's got a lot of work to do here. He's got to get some smoke across. Out it comes. Really needs to smoke across the road. Wingding there gets confirmed. Chaos goes. Adestria left alone here for Vengeance. No kills for these guys. This is a big change up from last week where they were going so well. We are into our top 7 teams, but Adestria is the last up for Vengeance. Pulse right there. Gotta be careful here because TDQ up the hill. Getting eyes down on both these teams. Pulse meting up. RM Cannabis also nearly getting eyes this way. SS done a big rotate around. They're going to come in behind Red Wolf. Destry wants to get this one out the door. Puts Pulse low. Not a bad throw there. TDQ still moving around. We're a minute away from phase 5. Pulse walks out into it. Destry was holding that corner at the right moment. Can get the flush, so Vengeance pick up their first kill of the night. Oh, Red Wolf sneaky here. Can he get... He puts Vietpong down. Can he get another one? No, he can't get two. Huggy was there on the side. They'll get Vietpong up, so bad luck Red Wolf. And the Jokers, they go out in 7th place. Huggy has 3 here for SS. They will survive with their 3 up. Orchrus, last one up here for Rogue. Just the 1 kill there. That kill was onto the Jokers earlier. 20 seconds from phase 5. Valor, they're just waiting out a Destria here. Killaroo goes with a grenade. Straight in. Lovely job. That was perfect. Look at that. It's landed, rolled right next to a Destria. The Killaroo picks one up. 2 now. 7 for Valor. Looking the goods here. We go into phase 5. And that zone pulls up just enough for Killaroo to get some goodies there. And it's settling there on Boot Camp Hill. SS are rolling up there. TDQ eyes up that hill, looking to move up somewhere. You'd think they'd continue to rotate around that west side. They've been moving around the south side, coming up around towards the west. They've only got to get rid of Orchrist up there. Lord Pat leading the way. Valor make their way out. A little bit open here on this side. Rocks to play with there. But RM Cannabis going to be watching. I reckon they're watching across the road. They know there's this fight up here. And Huggy is not far away. They'd almost have an angle here. They're not really looking that way. Wizard Fingers just starts looking there now. Trees are blocking it though. I reckon if Sadistic Nick was looking there, he'd have an angle. Wizard Fingers searching these guys out. Heard that fight up there before. They're so close. Like he's actually going further up the hill here. Can't quite see him through these trees. No vision at all. Still over a minute away from phase 6. 5 teams, 13 alive. All quiet on the hill at the moment. Orchrist the solo for Rogue. TDQ still with 4 up. 4 kills to these guys. Carolini leading the way with 2. Lord Pat just prone at the moment. I'm just going to say he's AFK. I'm going to say he's popped outside for a Dari. So he's, tell me what the zone does, boys. And I will come back in. "30 seconds out from phase 6. No one's wanting to move very far at all. Huggy's still playing down this bottom side. Want to get eyes down the road. Sadistic Nick's got to be able to see him here. Oh, I can just see parts of him. These trees. Grenades are going to come out here from someone. Yep. No, it's bounced off the tree. Unlucky. Huggy rotates away. Knows they're there now. He's going to be watching there a little bit more closely this time. And we go to phase 6. It goes to TDQ. They get fed this one. Don't have to leave those buildings. Darylini Death Badger. They push out to this south side of the zone. See if they can stop these teams coming around this side. Dawn's taking a couple of shots here. Got to get that gun out and into play because RM Cannabis trying to come out. There's a long way out here, Swarms. Wizard Fingers goes down to Huggy. So 2 teams getting involved. Killer Roo's down. Oh, Swarms put down. He was running back to pick up Killer Roo, but Equilibrium up to the task. 1 shot picks him off. 6 kills for ORM Cannabis. SS, though, are going to be watching him here. Good luck getting out of this. 4 teams, 9 alive. Pokes the door. And, oh, the blue chunks him. Mirage Flare gets it. 7 kills for SS here. 3 teams. Badger Darylini, they haven't pushed too far away from Walks and Lord Pat or Christ. Super sneaky up here for Rogue. Yeah, it's got them up into the top 3. Yeah, a little one-on-one battle with... wasn't really a battle. It was more of a standoff with Red Wolf from the Jokers well earlier in the game, but they both made it out of that. And Orchrist has managed to stay alive here. Solo on the top of this hill. Lord Pat having a look. Catches sight. Maybe should have held that shot. Doesn't matter. Orchrist backs out into it. Just sees enough. 5 for TDQ here. Lord Pat spotted by Mirage. 7 for SS. Oh, Lord Pat lands one. Badger playing on the low side here. Oh. Gains a little bit of info there. Shot come from Viet Bong. Didn't quite see where it was. That grenade sails in. Oh, was not cooked at all. Another one. They're both perfect lines, but they've just bounced too far. So he lands a couple of shots instead. Huggy's going to come around here. Open up the angles here. We go to phase 7. That stays pretty central here. Terrible grenade there. It was nowhere near that window. Huggy up pretty close. Only has a molly left. Gonna catch Lord Pat. Oh, he picks up Walks as well. Really see Darylini on the backside of that building. Death Badger down low. Now's the time to push. Molly in, uses it, but Walks has managed to crawl back. He's going to get up close. Gets the flush onto Lord Pat. Walks might have crawled back. Maybe ought to be res. Has he? No, Darylini's got to get in there to get him. Oh, has heard him now. Has heard him. Can he get a shot through this window? Huggy's going to come up. Oh. Gets the flush. Oh. Mirage comes through to finish it off. SS Gaming, 11 kill chicken dinner. Huggy leading the way again for SS. He is a beast indeed. 6 kills. Mirage with the 4. Crazy chipping in with the 1. TDQ, another better finish from these guys. Daryl and a Lord Pat, the 2 each there. Death Badger, the 1. And Orchrist soloing it there at the end for Rogue. Managed to stay alive. Picked up the 1 kill. And Cannabis up into 4. Sadistic Nick with the 4. That is us done for game 1 tonight here for TGB Open League. This is season 13, round 3. I'm Funky AU. We're going to have a short break and we'll be back with game 2. So stick around. We'll be right back.